Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Violet Nuzlocke. This episode, we will face against the mastermind behind Operation Starfall, who also happened to be the big secret boss behind Team Star itself. Based on our past experiences with Team Star, Cassiopeia will definitely be a tough opponent. Last time, we lost both Pliers and Rarity, so we might be fishing for some new encounters before we take on Cassiopeia. We'll just have to see what happens. Well, we're in the South Palladian Sea now. So, it's time to generate an encounter. South Palladian Sea, shelter. Could have been a lot worse, to be honest. There's a shelter. The fact that it's level 16 kind of sucks, too. Your name will be Pearl. Alright, we got one more encounter to go. Actually, I don't know if we ever did west, but I know for sure we never did east. The East Paldean Sea. Bring up the generator again, see what we get. Toxapex. I mean, I see a Marini. I'll take the Marini. Full 23. I have the perfect name. Alright, I gotta check if we ever got something from the West Paldean Sea. Well, obviously east, and this is obviously south. This was in north. Oh, it was in North Province Area 1. A rarity is from North Paldean Sea. Okay, North Province Area 2, South Province Area 6. Night Caverns, 2. Nothing from the West Paldean Sea, actually. So let's go to the west. West Paldean Sea. You already know what we're gonna do. Electric. If I see a Dynamo, I'm gonna take the Dynamo. Hello? Hopefully it counts as West Paldean Sea, because it was acting a little finicky. I'll name you Jewel. It's a cute little name. Now the question is, who do I bring onto the team? I think Sludge is the best to bring onto the team, to be honest. Despite the level, Sludge is definitely better in terms of coverage. Evolves at level 38. We'll just use the opportunity to evolve Sludge through the Cassiopeia fight. I think we're in pretty good standing. Should be fine. I don't really see that big of an issue. Seems like someone's waiting for us at the door. Sup, V? Director Clavel. Oh, come on. The name's Clive, remember? Actually, no. It's time for me to bring this little performance to an end. Allow me to reveal my true identity. Aha! I do apologize for deceiving you with my disguise. In truth, the boy you knew as Clive was none other than the director of Uba Academy, Mr. Clavel. What? But my disguise was perfect. Although, now that I think about it, I did neglect to keep my youthful act on a few occasions. That must have been what gave me away. Regardless, there is still one more astonishing truth I must reveal to you. The true identity of Cassiopeia, the big boss of Team Star, was me all along. Nah, honest to goodness. When you heard Cassiopeia over the phone, that was actually a pre-recorded voice. I pulled it off using, you know, one of those high-tech gizmos. Oh yes, it was very clever. So Miss V, now you know I'm the big boss. That means there's just one thing left to do. Face me in one final showdown to decide it all. I, Cassiopeia of Team Star, with this battle, I will finally bring Operation Starfall to something. I did not read the rest of it. Almost no. Okay. Then now it's time to switch into Autumn. Because it should see a wood hammer now. And it should go down to a megaform. Nice. Houndoom. Go into Jet for that. And does this still have Reflect up? It still has Aurora Veil. Okay, I mean, Aqua Step should do a good amount of damage anyways. Yep, perfect. Gyarados. I mean, there's not a lot Gyarados could do to us. So we're just gonna Feather Dance. Okay. That was a little scary. So far, so good. Poltergeist. Sucker Punch, that's crazy. But that's perfect. Go for an Earthquake. I'm not even tripping about it. The defense drop is working in our favor. We shouldn't die to any of its moves. Okay. Nice. And it's perfect too, because with Fan out here, we can bait out a grass move from the Marascarada. To think that I, Cassiopeia, would be backed into a corner like this. Why are you always lying? Go back to Autumn, get a Sap Sipper, and it should be pretty easy from there. I mean, to be safe at the same time, I should also hit a charm onto Meowscarada. Just so the play roughs don't hurt as much. Do take a step back, please. This may get dangerous. I mean, how dangerous are we talking? No, I think the Megahorn is fine. Okay. Perfect. How strong you have grown. Thank you. Well now, Miss V. It seems you have grown quite splendidly over the course of your treasure hunt. And here, once again, I must apologize. I am not actually Cassiopeia, though Clive and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you. Cassiopeia's true identity remains hidden, but I believe I can hazard a guess as to who they may be. That is why I sought to spare you from having to confront them in battle. Their sorrows should not be yours to bear. However, Cassiopeia has settled on a course of action and is determined to see it through. I do not imagine any ordinary student could hope to stand against them and win. So I challenge you to a battle to test your skill. If you had lost, it would have fallen to me to bring down Cassiopeia. Such was my resolve. But it turns out you are as strong as you are kind. If anyone has a chance at saving that poor child, it is surely you. As an educator, it shamed me to burden one of my students with such a task. But please, defeat Cassiopeia. Take on the big boss of Team Star and win. Yes, sir. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I leave this in your hands. You there. What do you think you're doing? Ah, Miss Time, a pleasure to see you. It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Clavel. I come here to investigate reports of an illicit battle on school grounds, and what do I find? Why, the director of the academy himself, facing off against one of our students no less. What were you thinking? Ah, no. If I could just explain, you see, it is a rather sad tale. Oh, spare me. Your excuse is recourse and a stuck is behind. A stuck is behind? Ahem. Remember, the big boss asked us to meet them in the schoolyard after dark. I'm counting on you, Miss V. Oh, our Pokemon's healed. We can just go straight into it. V. Thanks for coming. Heh. This might be quite a shock for you. The big boss, Cassiopeia. They were both me all along. When I saw you make quick work of those Team Star lackeys outside school that time, the idea for Operation Starfall suddenly came on me. My skills let me get hold of as much LP as I want. Okay, so I decided to use that to tempt you into helping me out. After the operation started, I kept an eye on you as a member of the supply unit, and I had you battle the bosses on my behalf. All for the goal of defeating me and putting an end to Team Star once and for all. But still, there's a part of me that wants Team Star to live on. I can't just roll over and let you win without putting up a fight. This is the final showdown. Are you ready? Yeah. Thanks. Sorry to keep you. The letter of apology mistime had me, I mean, preparations took longer than expected. That voice, are you Clive? Penny, so it was you after. Ah, no, I mean, is that you, Cassiopeia? In the flesh. I have a task for you, Clive, if you'll accept it. I want you to record what happens next so I can send the video to Team Star. They need to see the outcome of this battle for themselves. Okay. Then allow me to introduce myself properly. I'm the big boss of Team Star. The name's Cassiopeia. No, Penny. Now, bow down before the overwhelming might of Team Star's founder. I won't hold back in this battle. I'll stay true to Team Star's code. Well, I'm just gonna go for close combat. That's fine, yeah. Jolteon is next, meaning a free switch into Fan. Anyways, I had something to do, my bad. Earthquake. Vaporeon. Let's see. I think the best choice to deal with Vaporeon is probably Autumn. I think Vaporeon sees a Hydro Pump or another Baby Doll Eyes. I don't know. I don't know what the AI is thinking, really. Yeah. I mean, Baby Doll Eyes will always go first. Okay. I will deal with your moveset later. Flareon. I think that's a pretty easy switch into Jet. That was a pretty big amount of damage, actually. Oh, it is time for Autumn. Hopefully it doesn't go for Baby Doll Eyes. Hopefully. Nice. Let me check something real quick. Okay, Fan's incredibly full. Mega Horn hits. Sylveon snacks. I can't fault you on your battle skills at all. No wonder the bosses fell at your hands. I mean, from the way it's been going, I don't know if it matters. Time to Terrestrialize, shine bright like the starry sky, and become who you really want to be. For all I know, it's probably gonna use Baby Doll Eyes again. Oh, it went for an attack. My VV power will crush you into stardust. Ooh, that did a pretty big chunk, actually. Question is, do I heal enough? I did a good chunk of its health. It did around 122 damage to me. I do a third and it heals. I think the safest thing to do is to go into Fan actually. Okay. That's fine. Fan, I just need you to kill it. Finish the battle. Nice. That was perfect. I don't know what the strategy was, but that worked out. It's all over now. It's finally over, guys. It's done. We're done here. I think we should call it quits. Hold up. Are you saying we should break up the team? You gotta be joking. We got carried away with Operation Star. Now everything's gotten out of hand. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you round up a bunch of bullies in a courtyard and make a show of learning them some manners. But we didn't even fight them in the end. We didn't do anything wrong. Indeed. Merely did we declare our intention to battle tooth and nail should the villains persist in their tyrannous oppression. 'Twas a bloodless victory, we assure you. Yeah, they didn't even send out their Pokemon, they just blubbered and apologized a whole lot. Our outfits must have spooked them good. But the bullies made a huge stink about what went down. And then they ended up leaving the academy. Our plan backfired epically. There's no way we're getting off scot-free. I guess you're right. This little stunt might have put us up the creek. I'll fix this mess on my hand. Just leave it to me. What are you saying? I'm the one who started Team Star. I dragged you all into this. So I'll take responsibility for everything. Oh, noble and kind boss, you cannot. Now that the bullies are gone, you guys should start going to school again. Oh yeah? And what about you? I can't go back. Why? There's no reason for you to stay shut in your room anymore, right? All I can say to you guys is, thanks. Even though we never met in person, you were all so kind to me. Stop right there, BB. Why are you talking like we'll never speak again? I need to go take care of some things. Prithi, speak to us. What is thine intent? Hey, big boss, answer us. Bye-bye, guys. Thanks for everything. Thanks for everything, V. And you too, Clive. I'm glad I could see this through to the end. I guess this is it for Team Star, and me too. Hold that thought, miss. Penny. I'd like to check something with you first. Check. What? Why resort to something like Operation Starfall if you're the big boss of Team Star? Wasn't there any other way to handle this? I tried telling the bosses that we were done once before, but they still didn't quit. Why not simply order them to? Our code our code states that no one in the team has a right to order people around. I could ask them all to do stuff, but I could never order them. So, it's back to the code once again. The bosses must have taken it very seriously. They did. That's why I knew I could use it to force them, or force Team Star to disband. Because the bosses would do anything the code required of them, even leave the team? Yes, and according to the code, they had to accept any challenge made to them. Thus, the idea of Operation Starfall. Cassiopeia, let me ask you one last thing. What does Team Star know? What do your friends in that team mean to you? They're my greatest treasure. Splendid. Thank you for apprising. Thank you for apprising me of the situation, Miss Penny. Well, now, young lady, there's something I should very much like to discuss with you. Hey, quit it with the old geezer act, Clive. Oh my god. Yeah, are you? No, there's no way, right? Wow. Right. I still can't get over the fact that she was like, it's like, oh my god. Hasta la vista. That was cute. That was cute. Now then, Miss Penny, and each of you young bosses as well. On behalf of the Academy, I have something I would like to say to Team Star. You all have my sincerest apologies. Come again? As director of the Academy, I let you down. My handling of your situation was a dismal failure. What? I still don't... I mean, why? You all told me about your reasons for forming Team Star, and about your subsequent actions. Ever since my first days as director, all I've ever experienced of the Academy is an environment blessedly free from bullying. But I now know this peace was built on the backs of your hurt and anger, and of course your immense courage in putting things to right. And so, I'll get straight to the conclusion. The Academy's order for Team Star to disband and my threat to expel those who did not obey are hereby revoked. Does that mean what I think it means? Indeed, Team Star can continue to exist, should that be your wish. Woohoo. Everyone's like so happy. Good for them, honestly. But Penny was still like the biggest pushover out of all of them, so I don't know why she's the big boss. However, there is still some unsettled matters to discuss. Allow me to blah blah blah. Your protracted truancy, your brazen customization of school uniforms, your unauthorized usage of academy equipment, your reckless modification and jeopardous driving of Pokemon-powered vehicles. Need I go on? Your flagrant disregard for school rules cannot simply be overlooked. Thus, as punishment, you will all be required to engage in community service. Yeah, specifically, I will be asking you to manage the STCs. And that stands for the Star Training Centers. They shall be facilities for cultivating Pokemon trainers' talents. I plan for the Academy to found them in collaboration with the Pokemon League. The idea came to me when I saw Miss V battling her way through your bases. They were fucking awful though. Don't. That's a terrible idea. I would have enjoyed it. I would have enjoyed it if it was just another like base, like a you know, an evil organization base. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Miss V, please stop by my office later if you would. Maybe later, old man. There's a certain person I want to evolve. Let's go, Sludge. Even though you should have been a Toxapex when I met you. Baneful Bunker, that's a good move. Alright, we just finished Operation Starfall. Defeated Penny in the weirdest fashion ever, and defeated Clive, or also Director Clavel. It makes me laugh that Penny wasn't able to catch on to Clive being Director Clavel, but I guess someone had to fall for it, right? Anyways, if you happen to enjoy this episode, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Next time we're gonna be... Actually, I don't know what we're doing next time. We'll see how it pans out. And that's about it. See ya.